Born of nuclear radiation and destined to walk the earth forever, welcome to Godzilla Reviewthon! What's up, YouTubers of the world? Mega Geek Mixer here, ready to give you guys the next installment to the Godzilla franchise. But before we do that, we must give out a happy birthday wish to the late Ishiro Oda, the one who created Godzilla. Thank you, Ishiro Oda. You are one of the forefathers who created him, and he would not exist without you. Us Godzilla fans are nothing but grateful to you for bringing this pop culture icon into our lives. So from all Godzilla fans around the world, I thank you. Thank you, Ishiro Oda. And now let's get into the 27th installment to the Godzilla franchise, that being Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 3, or as he's known in the movie as Kiryu. I'll get to what that means here in a minute. But this movie is another movie that's a direct sequel to the original, ignoring all the past Millennium movies. And that is in the fact that not only though is this a direct sequel to the original plays a key role in this within the fact that the original Godzilla bones that were used to that were left over by the oxygen destroyer made by Dr. Serizawa are used to create Mechagodzilla. Yes, Mechagodzilla is once again created by man to defend them from Japan against Godzilla, or for that matter, other monster attacks, because they also reference in the fact about the War of the Gargantuans and the Mothra movie back in the Showa era. And this is why they built Mechagodzilla, to defend not just against Godzilla, but any other monsters that might attack Japan. And basically, well, Kiryu, first off, that means machine dragon. And that makes sense. I mean, it does look like a dragon. And speaking of the design of Mechagodzilla 3, I have to say, I like this one more than I like Mechagodzilla 2 and Mechagodzilla 1. Don't get me wrong. I like both 1 and 2. I mean, I like one with its titanium metal and the mean look it has, considering it's on the bad side. And then I like the titanium, the metal titanium on the Mechagodzilla from the Heisei era. I don't like the look on its face, mind you, but I definitely like the metal on it. Basically, I see those two as a reference that they use to make this Mechagodzilla, and in the fact that this one, it's both good in long range and short range, which is shown in the movie here. But what's the plot of the movie? Well, first off, when they finally make Mechagodzilla and it takes on Godzilla, there's something they discover. Well, most don't discover, but it's the fact that because they have the original bones of Godzilla, they don't realize that the spirit of the original Godzilla is also inside Kiryu. And it first awakens when it fights Godzilla, and then it starts to go on a rampage and attacking all around the city. That's until the power runs out. And then in the next part of the movie, they figure out exactly how they can fix him and better control him, which they do, and then eventually it heads back out into battle and fights Godzilla, and this time it's a pretty even match, both sides getting one up over the other, and some good melee action too, especially from Kiryu. And speaking of Kiryu, its weapon systems are first, you got a backpack on the side, on its back, where missiles come from the front of them and from the sides, and it's got a beam from its mouth, as well as an energy blade that can also electrocute someone it stabs. But not only that, it also has its main cannon, that being the Absolute Zero cannon. Shoots at something, and then frozen solid, and just one smash, and you're dusted. That's a pretty insane technique there to have. But still, like I said, the fight was pretty much evenly matched. And there's also the scene where Mechagodzilla is also swinging Godzilla around by itself. And then there was also another scene where it looked like they were dancing. It was kind of funny. I just wanted to put that out there. But eventually, the movie ended in a draw, with Godzilla being injured in the chest and Mechagodzilla losing an arm. And as for the human plot of things, well, that is in the fact that this deals with a girl named Ashino or something. I forget her name, but basically she's the main character of the film. She's pretty much kind of similar to that female leading role from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. But I'll admit, I like this girl better because, for one, in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, that woman, all it was just hate with her for Godzilla, and nothing more to her character than wanting revenge and killing Godzilla once and for all. With this one, we get a more in-depth of her character. First off, she accidentally is the cause of some of her comrades dying, and she feels guilty about that, and she has ended up putting on desk work until eventually, when Kiryu is finished, she becomes part of the piloting team. But all in all through, we learn from her that she's always felt alone in everything, and when it was a kid, it bothered her. But she learned also to learn to value life. How'd she learn that? Well, she learned that from two other main characters. That being one of the doctors who was part of the project of Mechagodzilla, and his daughter. It was his daughter that helped her see the value in life, because that little girl perceive life as precious and important more than anything. That's due to her birth mother dying. But still, that's what the human plot of it all is. And the other part of the human plot of it is in the fact that they're just focusing on building Kiryu and then fixing him when they see that he can go out of control when hearing Godzilla's roar. And my overall thoughts of it, well, I will say that it was an okay film. Like I said, from most of the beginning, it was all about them building Mechagodzilla, and then in the middle part of it, it was about them trying to gain better control over him. And then in the final part is then Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, which, as I said, ended in a draw. And then that's pretty much the whole movie. It's really okay. It's kind of more of a setup for what came in the direct sequel after this one. Yeah, and this film, this is the only film that has a continuity, and this is what is called the Kiryu saga. So you can basically look at this film as the beginning of the Kiryu saga. They first built in this film. You consider it they built Mechagodzilla and try to learn to gain control over him better. And then he fights Godzilla, and it ends in a tie, and they will meet again in the next film where their battle really begins. And that'll also have another player into the mix of it. But overall, this isn't so bad of a film. It's not not on my bottom list or my top list. Probably somewhere in the middle, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all can agree with that. I mean, it was a good battle when they finally started to battle, but with the whole building him and trying to gain control over him, I guess we could have skipped that part. At least in my opinion, it could have been kind of like how in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, all that time spent in building him and learning how to function him and stuff, all passed by quick and could have gave us some more plot to go off of. But that's okay, because in the end, this was still a good film, and I liked it. Like I said, it's somewhere in the middle. It's not at the bottom of my list, it's not at the top of my list, but it's definitely a good film, because, well, for one, the brawl, like I said, that's what really drawed me to it. It's like, when they started to brawl, I was like, now we're getting somewhere. But that'll be all for today, guys, and if you're enjoying my videos, click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next Godzilla Reviewthon! Until then, Mega Geek Mixer signing out. And once again, happy birthday, Ashiro Oda. Bye!